When I think of an engineer, the first thing that comes to my mind is a problem solver. Any situation in which you have a problem and you have a need for a solution, you hire an engineer to find the quickest, best, most efficient method in which to solve that problem. It's what sets us apart from any other technical kind of job. A mathematician, a scientist, anything else similar to the field. Engineers are basically problem solvers.
It's because when I view an engineer, I view like someone that's like building all these great things for humanity, not, for example, building bombs and destroying like whole countries and whole nations. I think it has a definitely negative effect on the world of engineering.
I mean, military is not developing those. These are all private contractors and big corporations that make those those things. I mean, military, you just don't have all those. The research is outside. So, no, personally, I don't have anything against it.
I think the military has funded some of the best engineering research in the past 100 years or so, and I think a lot of scientific and technological advances would not have been possible without the military. I mean, for example, we would not have radio, we would not have television, we would not have the internet without the military, because all of those were efforts that were directly spun out of military applications. So I think it's generally pretty widely accepted that most of the luxuries and commodities that we live with today are kind of direct products of the military.
In a haze, a stormy haze, I'll be round, I'll be loving you always, always. Here I am and I take my time, here I am and I wait in line always, always.
A lot of times I think in the military, the goal is the same goal regardless of what the findings are. So a lot of times a person isn't allowed to make his judgment call, and oftentimes is asked to do what his superiors ask him to do. As an engineer or any other scientific person, it's kind of hard to do that sometimes. You want to be able to use your own engineering judgment and solve the problem the way you see best fit.
I think those who do have an engineering degree, it really is up to them, but there's a lot of things in our society right now that we need engineers for. Like there's a lot of fields, and that, especially in the United States, we need some research or just some work in there that just going into the military is just very unnecessary at this point.
Bonus for the students. Military, just like any other major corporation like Boeing, Honeywell, the students should go there and learn what's going on and do projects over there. I have nothing against it. It's a good thing to have.
So very few engineers actually are directly involved in making weapons, for example, right? I mean, what we do is we make like a new type of material that could be used, for example, for the armor plating of a armored tank or something. But I mean, the material itself is not evil, right? It can be used for a lot of other purposes, like making kitchen knives and so forth. So you can't really say that we're directly making weapons in any regard without completely distorting the truth, I think. I mean, most people, when they first come up with a science that leads to a technology, they have no idea at all what military applications are involved. Now, certainly some people will write very grandiose things in their grants to get more funding from the military, but I mean, at the level of science that academics and research universities do, I think it's very, very far removed from any potential military applications.
I think the engineers should work for the military because, like I said, anytime you have a problem, you need an engineer. We're trained for that. I mean, there's a problem, we find a solution. Whether you're in electrical, mechanical, aeronautical, it doesn't matter what field you're in. We all kind of work by the same set of iterations, procedures. and it's the best way to solve a problem. So yeah, I think that engineers should be working with the military. I just don't know if I would.
So obviously different people will have different opinions on this, but I personally think that science and technology cannot be evil in and of itself. It's the person who uses it for bad means.
Like a phoenix ignition, like a crematorium, like a swelling volition from the barrel of a gun, from the ashes and the embers, like